Hello everyone, my name is Mini Sethi. I hope you all are staying healthy. Today we will see introduction of statistic and econometric with MCQ, especially for UGC NET in economics. We will see introduction about all these very important topics like probability, central tendency, correlation sampling method, hypothesis testing, linear regression model, and most important property BLEU, identification problem, simultaneously equation model, recursive, non-recursive, discrete choice model, and time series analysis. So let's start it. Probability. Probability tells us chance of happening any event by using number between 0 and 1. 0 represents impossible, 1 represents certain. Formula of calculating probability: number of favorable outcome divided by total number of outcome. Under probability we study about three important distribution: binomial distribution, Poisson distribution, and normal distribution. We use binomial distribution when there are only two outcomes from each trial, either success or failure. We use Poisson distribution when number of trial are very large and probability of success from each trial is very small. We use a normal distribution when data is continuous and data point form symmetric and bell-shaped curve. Mean, mode, and median are equal to each other in case of normal distribution, plus normal distribution completely defined by mean and standard deviation. And we will also study about three theorems of probability like Bayes, addition, and multiplication. Central tendency. Central tendency provide a single value which represent value of all given data. And measure of central tendency is known as averages. There are mainly 5 type of averages. Arithmetic mean represent number with a single value. And investor use arithmetic mean in order to know average return on their investment. Medium is middle value, midpoint, and we use medium in order to analyze income distribution. Mode is most frequent value in data, and we use mode in order to know current economy trends. Geometric mean is type of average, and we calculate by using product of value. We use geometric mean in order to know changes, percentage, ratio. Last is harmonic mean, which is calculated by using reciprocal of number. And we use harmonic mean to deal with rate, ratio, etc. Sampling methods. Sampling methods mainly divided into two parts: probability sampling, non-probability sampling. Probability sampling includes simple random sampling. Here we randomly select some sample. Stratified sampling. Here we divide population into homogeneous group, then pick some sample randomly. Systematic sampling. Here we select a sample at a regular interval. Cluster sampling. We divide population into cluster, then pick some cluster as a sample. Non-probability sampling. Convenience sampling. Here according to our convenience we select some sample. Quota sampling. Here we decide some fixed number. According to this pre-decided fixed number we will select a sample. Snowball sampling. In case of snowball sampling, initial participant will give reference of some other participant. Judgment sampling. According to our personal judgment we select some sample. Hypothesis testing. Hypotheses are a statement which researcher assume to be true for the purpose of investigation. Hypothesis testing is a statistical method to test our hypothesis. Null hypothesis assume there is no relationship between variable. Just opposite to null hypothesis, alternative hypothesis assume there is significant relationship between variable. When you reject true null hypothesis, it will be called type 1 error. When you accept false null hypothesis, it will be called type 2 error. Probability of rejecting true null hypothesis will be called level of significance. Here we have two important tests. Parametric tests include Z, T, and F test, and one most important non-parametric test is chi-square test. Linear regression model. Linear regression model divided into two parts: simple linear regression model, multiple linear regression model. Simple linear regression model shows a relationship between single dependent variable and single independent variable. Here y is dependent variable, x is independent variable. Alpha is intercept which shows value of dependent variable when independent variable is 0. and beta shows how much dependent variable change due to one unit change in independent variable. Is error term. Error term capture influence of all other independent variable which are not included in this model, plus error term also capture influence of some measurement errors and unpredictable randomness. Multiple linear regression model include so many independent variable. Here you can see we have one dependent variable but so many independent variable x1, x2, x3 and x4, and E is our error term. There is three main problem in linear regression model. Heteroscedasticity. Heteroscedasticity means when variance of error terms are not constant. Autocorrelation, when there is relationship between error term of period 1 and error term of any another period. Multicollinearity, when independent variable are highly correlated with each other, or you can say that when two or more independent variable are highly correlated with each other, it will be called multicollinearity. These three things are problems in a linear regression model. Ordinary least square method, or you can say that OLS. We use OLS method in order to know value of unknown parameter in regression model. And OLS estimator are blue under some condition. Blue represent means in blue B represent best, L represent linear, U represent unbiased, E represent estimator. Our estimator are best if it has smallest variance among all unbiased and linear estimator. Linear estimator is linear function of observed data point. That means it has straight line relationship. Unbiased. Unbiased means expected value of estimator is equal to true value of population parameter which we are going to estimate. And estimator represent a formula which we use to estimate population parameter. And our estimator is efficient if it will satisfy all these conditions: best, linear and unbiased. Identification problem. Identification problem arises when we are not able to uniquely estimate parameter of model due to insufficient information from available data. And this problem mainly arises in case of simultaneous equation model where so many equations are interdependent on each other. There are mainly three types of identification. Under identify when you have insufficient information. For example, you are trying to solve puzzle but so many pieces are missing. Exactly identify when you have enough information. Over identify when you have more than necessary information. And more than necessary information also lead to confusion, conflict. Simultaneous equation model. Simultaneous equation model analyze interdependence among multiple variable. Simultaneous equation model analyze interdependence among multiple variable. Here each variable influence other and also be influenced by other. In case of simultaneous equation, variables are jointly determined, and these jointly determined variable influence each other and their values are established simultaneously, not in isolation. In case of recursive model, effect are one way with no feedback loop. For example, if variable A influence B, then variable B will not influence A within same system. But in case of recursive model include feedback loop. That means variable have reciprocal effect on each other. Discrete choice model. There are three important discrete choice model according to your exam: logit, probit and tobit. Logit model follow logistic distribution. Logit model follow logistic distribution. We know about normal distribution. Both normal distribution and logistic distribution are symmetrical and bell shaped, but peak of logistic distribution is narrow as compared to normal distribution. This is normal distribution and this is logistic distribution, and logit model follow logistic distribution. Probit model follow cumulative normal distribution, and cumulative normal distribution describe failure less or equal to specific point. Tobit model is extension of probit model, and we use Tobit model when information about dependent variable only partially available, not fully available for some observation. Time series analysis. Stationary time series analysis represent constant mean, constant variance and constant autocovariance. Just opposite, Non-stationary in time series represent mean, variance and auto-covariance are not constant. Random walk model is important example of non-stationary time series. That means in case of random walk model, mean, variance and auto-covariance are not a constant. We use unit root test in order to know whether our time series is stationary or non-stationary. If our time series contain a unit root, that means our time series is not stationary. Please listen carefully. If our time series contain a unit root, that means our time series is not stationary. And Dickey-Fuller test and augmented Dickey-Fuller test are type of unit root test. Now we will see some basic questions. In simple linear regression model, variable that is being predicted is known as we know, in simple linear regression model, we try to predict value of dependent variable based on independent variable. For example, demand is dependent variable, price is independent variable. We want to predict change in demand based on change in prices. So our right option is B, dependent variable. In this equation, what does this B naught represent? B naught represent intercept. As we know, intercept explain value of dependent variable when our independent variable is 0. So our right option is C, intercept. What does BLEU stand for? Our right option B, best linear unbiased estimator. What is null hypothesis? As we know, null hypothesis are statement which shows there is no relationship between variable. So our right option is B, statement that assume there is no relationship between variables. Type 1 error occur. As we know, type 1 error occur when we reject null hypothesis which is actually true. So our right option is B. We reject null hypothesis when it is true. What is probability of rejecting null hypothesis when it is true? As we know, level of significance shows probability of rejecting true null hypothesis. So our right option is C, level of significance. What assumption about error term is violated by presence of heteroscedasticity? As we know, we assume variance of error term are constant. That means there is homoscedasticity. But in case of heteroscedasticity, variance of error terms are not constant. So heteroscedasticity violate homoscedasticity assumption of error term. So our right option is C. Variance of error term is constant for all observation, which is called homoscedasticity. This assumption is violated by presence of heteroscedasticity. So this is all about today's video. In coming video, I will explain more in detail with the complex MCQ. So thank you so much for watching this video. Bye. Take care.